This is Can We Just Talk, the podcast and YouTube series where it doesn't matter if you're living under a rock. We'll fill you in on the past week's biggest, weirdest, and most impactful stories, headlines, and developments in a nice casual conversation. Set your volume and settle in, because coming to you from a random basement in New Jersey, this is Can We Just Talk. All right, made it back into studio. We apologize, had to take last week off. We had some urgent business. I forget what I did last Friday, actually. I don't know how urgent it was now that I think about it.
Guess it wasn't that urgent.
I don't know what I was doing, actually, now that I think about it.
I apologize to our listeners. We had a very important thing to take care of that I can't remember at the moment. You know
what did I do?
All I know is that it was very important.
Oh, no, that's it. We went to Topgolf. It was
nice.
It was a business meeting for Polar Media. Wink, wink. Everyone was there, so we had to. Chris, Jacob, you guys were there. It was a big corporate meeting, so we had to take off.
I was there.
Yeah, we had to take off. Jacob drove in from Cleveland so he could be in.
Yeah, exactly.
We actually didn't play golf. We just rented one of their conference centers. Just so happened to be at Topgolf.
Oh, well, that would be like a reason for me to actually go to Topgolf, because whenever I go there to play golf, it doesn't usually end well for me.
No, it doesn't. Well, I mean, it's funny. It's a good time for everyone else. I mean, I know your feelings probably get hurt a little bit while you're there.
Look, Chris, as long as you don't fall off one of the ledges, I think you had a pretty good day.
If you've seen me play golf, you would understand why I would want to fall off. So
it's a rough sight at times. Chris is good at soccer, I've heard, so I'll give him that.
Did you lose any clubs? Did you throw it?
No, the clubs are not the problem. Let's just say there's value in laying down bunts instead of going for the home run. We'll just leave it at that.
So are you saying
gotta swing for contact?
So are you saying, Chris, you're better at mini golf? Is that your game? Are you a good mini golfer?
I would say I'm more of a short stroke kind of guy. So
because I feel like in the part, you swing a mini golf club, it's like this, right?
Yes.
I feel like that part of your swing, you're good. But when you get a little bit farther back, it becomes a little iffy.
Because here's the thing, though. The two sports I played seriously were soccer and rugby, neither of which involve swinging a bat or a stick at a ball. So the natural motion doesn't really it's not like, you played baseball. I have friends that played hockey. They're good at golf. I never did any of that. So it's an unnatural movement for me. So.
Well, Chris, I'm not going to lie. It didn't look very natural, so I agree with you on that one.
All right. No, there's no need to pile on. I acknowledge
Chris, what did we go? Twice?
So.
Topgolf twice with you?
Yes. We went once at the end of 2019, the 2019 school year, and then we went back for someone's birthday. So, yeah. Second time I didn't even golf. I just came for the food.
It was probably the right choice on that one.
Oh, it definitely was the right choice.
Topgolf's fun. If you haven't been, we have no corporate partnership with Topgolf at the moment. I'll do a free promo for them, though. It's a great time. Wednesday nights, I think, is college night.
Sponsor us.
Yeah, sponsor us. Don't sponsor Chris. I don't think you want that brand imagery with pro golf for Chris. But Chris has a good time. It's a good food. It's a good time. So we'll leave it there. But again, that was what was so important that we missed last week. We'll jump into it. Jacob, I know you had an interesting story that we'll get out of the way. I know it might not be late enough to talk about this. We might get in trouble with the FCC. But go ahead, Jacob. Fill us in on what's going on in the world of DC.
All right. As per usual, Marvel is winning again. News comes out this week that Batman cannot go down on Catwoman. It is not allowed. So the background of the story is there's an animated series, Harley Quinn.
Wait, Jacob, we have a young viewership right now. Do you want to explain what that means? No, please don't.
So basically, like I was saying, there's animated series Harley Quinn. It's like they're definitely taking a more adult spin on it. I don't know if you guys have seen it at all or seen any clips, but definitely have some more violence, definitely some explicit language, kind of some hinted scenes and things like that. Nothing R-rated, but certainly, they're getting close. Definitely in the PG-13 area, but basically the directors were talking about how they were enjoying working with villains because then they have less expectations. they can kind of push the button and do more stuff. But basically, they said they wanted to have this scene where Batman was going down on Catwoman. I guess they drew it up, and DC was like, no, you absolutely cannot do that. Heroes don't do that. Apparently they responded saying, are you saying heroes are just selfish lovers? And the DC folk were like, no, we sell toys for the heroes. We can't really sell a toy of Batman if he's going down on someone. But I think that this is crazy. And, like I said in the beginning, this is just another reason why DC keeps losing, because they don't let them have any fun. This is why Marvel is so much more relatable, because you got at least Iron Man's getting it. Chris Pratt's character from Guardians is getting it. They had that whole thing with Natasha, they had Black Widow and Hulk. They kind of hinted at that for a little. They talked about some Thor romantic action. You got to have something that gets the people going, Troy. And I for one am disappointed, because I feel like Batman probably he's probably pretty up there in superheroes that you want to sleep with. And I feel like he's a hard worker.
You know what, Jacob? I need to hear the rest of this list. I'm sorry. You said it. Now I need to hear this entire list for you.
I feel like he's up there. I feel like Batman is just he's that tough guy, brooding guy. I feel like he'd be really passionate, really into it. I mean, hey, all I'm saying is that mouth is exposed. Everything else is covered, but that mouth is exposed. So,
oh my god!
If I haven't gushed out yet, what do you guys think?
Well, like I said, I really want to hear the rest of this list. For me, this is just my preference. I just think when I think of a superhero in that sense, my first thought, and again, this is my preference, Jake. I'm not telling you what your preferences should be. I don't think of a man, but that's your pick. Please, I understand Bruce Wayne, Christian Bale. Trust me, but that's just me. That's just me.
Christian Bale. Oh yeah, does it for me.
Yeah, I feel like they asked Christian Bale to do this in the last movie, and he was like, "What?" And that's probably why he left. And ever since then, it's just really
no. Christian Bale is a phenomenal actor. If they asked him to do it, he would have done it, and he would have done it well.
Oh, you think he's a method actor?
Committed. That man is committed to his roles.
Jeez.
Who was Catwoman in that movie? Was it?
It was.
Was it Michelle Pfeiffer, or was it?
No. She was in The Princess Diaries. Anne Hathaway.
Okay.
Right?
That's not bad.
Oh, no, wait. Yeah, Anne Hathaway, I think.
I don't know if Anne Hathaway is the hottest Catwoman, but it's definitely not bad.
How many Catwomen are there? I feel like we haven't seen that many. There hasn't been one since the 80s, I don't think.
There was one more that I'm trying to think of.
All right, well, while we do this, Chris, your hottest superhero list, top 3, go ahead.
I've never given this any thought. I mean, I guess Batman would be up there. I mean,
wow, telling.
I don't know. I feel like I want to focus a little bit more on the fact that someone got the bright idea that this was a scene that needed to be in a Marvel movie, a brand that markets in DC. Sorry. I mean, I've never seen any of them. So honestly,
don't pretend like you haven't made this list a million times, Chris. Please.
No, I literally the thought has never even come into my head.
Yeah. Okay.
But the point is, I do find it a bit unusual, I guess, that someone thought that this would be an idea that would fit the rest of the franchise. I don't know. I feel like it's kind of the last thing I would have thought of. So I guess I find that a bit strange.
This was in the.
I think it's just the nature
show, right?
of the show. It's an animated show, and they have it all about Harley Quinn, and they really do push the button in it. I know DC, the universe isn't quite as connected in a sense. Well, Marvel's all the movies are connected, and they try to keep things very similar across all the movies. But I feel for DC, it's a little bit more dependent on the particular show. I know there's been other animated series where they kind of take on a more adult theme, but who I was thinking of, Troy, is Halle Berry.
Halle Berry. Yeah. What?
Yeah.
Who was she a Catwoman?
She was a Catwoman, and I think the next one is
She
going to
was
be
Storm.
Zoe Kravitz.
She was also Storm. Oh,
I don't know. I mean, if it was a real, I mean, they wouldn't do it in a normal movie. But I feel like with the animated series, you're kind of just trying to get some publicity. You're trying to push the button a little, try to appeal to a more like a different viewership. So I feel like it would have been fun, and I think they do push the button, and well, they're getting their publicity now because they disallowed it.
Listen, things get freaky enough over there sometimes. I don't think they need to. You go down a slippery slope when that happens once. It opens up the entire universe to that. Like they don't. I don't think they want to be in canon.
The fans need to know the answer. Who do you think? Which superhero do you think is the best at eating pussy?
Oh my God, Jacob. I mean, okay. First of all,
you told me I had free reign.
It's got to be Playboy billionaire Tony Stark. Come on, right? I mean, come on. It's not.
Give me a reasoning, Troy. We need it. The people need to know
his title. He goes by Playboy billionaire. Like it has to be. It has to be.
But he's too self-centered.
Yeah,
I feel like Tony Stark would be one of those guys that like.
All right, so is it Captain America?
Enough,
is it Captain America?
Not even go down on girls.
Is it Captain America then?
Captain America's from like what, like the 50s? There's no way he's going down on chicks.
This has to be the end of the podcast.
I feel like he is a very selfless lover. I think the word on the street is that Spider-Man would be the best one because he's very flexible.
No. Tom Holland, no.
Youthful. He brings some energy, but I feel like Tom Holland in general is almost too youthful. You feel like he'd be too young, inexperienced, probably wouldn't do a good job.
It'd be creepy, and he'd be asking Mr. Stark for directions the entire time. No, that'd be weird.
As long as he takes the glasses off.
This is Can We Just Talk After Hours at this point. This is uncharted territory. Let's just say that.
Hey, this was approved by the board, and you chose to open with it.
I didn't think you'd do it. I didn't think you'd go this in. Well, Jacob, you have to ask Chris the same question now. You can't leave me on this.
Hold on.
Oh, no. I think I'm good.
Do you think the Flash has like speed abilities with all of his
stop.
I think
I mean that. And
I feel like
I changed my answer. It's Thor. I think it's Thor.
Yeah, it's probably Thor. He's a god. He's probably got some special powers in there somewhere.
Oh my
God.
But
the Flash is an honorable mention because I feel like, sometimes it's about speed, and the Flash certainly is not lacking in that department.
This is taking a weird turn. Chris, go ahead. We've both submitted names. You have to ante someone up.
Oh, why do I have to do this? This is a very uncomfortable conversation. I don't even like superheroes. Like, this is just
Jacob. I think we're gonna have to report you to our HR director, Nick Brasina, after this for putting Chris in a weird situation. You both have to
become an uncomfortable environment in which I no longer feel safe.
Listen, you could file that whatever that form is after this, but first you got to give an answer.
I'm sorry. What is the question?
Which superhero is the best at eating pussy?
Who takes the trophy?
I'm gonna go with. I'm trying to think here. I don't even know what the criteria is.
I want to make a promo video of this for Instagram, but I feel like I'm going to get taken down.
I don't know if this is the image you want to be putting out to the rest of the internet, Troy. Like, we're a family-friendly podcast. I guess. I guess I'm just gonna go with Batman. I don't care.
All right.
Seems like the kind of person being into that kind of thing.
I'm pretty happy with that answer, Chris.
All right. Moving on. As weird of a segue as that is, let's talk about Amazon, Chris. What's going on with Amazon?
Oh, yes.
Take us. We probably should have finished the episode with that. That could have been the after hours.
Because now the whole tone has just been.
We started strong.
Nothing will be as exciting as that story. I'll tell you that much. Gets the people going, Troy.
Seriously. We'll put a little parental advisory at the front end of this, and then we'll come in.
I've already emailed Nick Brazino, by the way. So
good.
Okay. So an Amazon customer, frequent Amazon customer in Buffalo, New York, by the name of Jillian Cannon, is a frequent user. She orders a lot of packages for her small business. And all of a sudden, starting about 13 days ago, she started receiving a bunch of Amazon packages at her front doorstep that she did not order. Ended up being 100 packages over the span of about a week. She thought that they were boxes her business partner ordered, and then she realized that they contained frames to use inside face masks for children and adults. And basically, she got a bunch of products that she didn't want, and she tried to call Amazon to get them back. And they explained to her that, quote, they were officially mine to keep since they had been delivered to my home. So now this woman has over 100 face mask accessories just all loaded up in a storage bin in front of her house that she did not order, has no intention of using, and Amazon is refusing to take back.
Chris, what did you say? Frames to face masks?
It was like, here, let me get it up here. It said, quote, they contained thousands of silicone support frames to use inside face masks in both adult and children's sizes.
I don't even know what that is.
I don't either. There was no return address on the label, so we don't even know where exactly they came from. And she basically spent a lot of time every day calling Amazon to try and get them to take it back, and they basically said no. They're trying to figure out who did this, and they don't know why. So basically, yeah, she's basically overloaded with Amazon stuff she didn't order. So, thoughts?
What a well, first of all, my first thought is what an unlucky delivery this is. Like, of all the things you could have delivered, of course, it's the thing that's going to be rendered useless in the next 6 months when no one's wearing a mask anymore. But oh man,
yeah, you could have gotten something valuable or something useful.
If it was anything valuable or useful, Amazon would probably have been like, all right, we'll come pick it up. So I guess that's why they're keeping it. Even Amazon doesn't want it because they know this is not going to be useful in 6 months. But it kind of just sucks that it's nothing fun to keep. 100 boxes of useless things. That sucks.
In a weird way, I kind of obviously I feel bad for this woman that she has to deal with it. But it's kind of funny because it's such an absurd thing. You don't order something on Amazon and all of a sudden all of these products just get sent to you, and she's trying to donate them to charities or nonprofits or anyone who could have some use for them because she's trying to set a good example for her family. But that's just such an absurd situation that Jacob?
Okay. I Googled it. I Googled and it basically looks like almost like a little muzzle thing. It's basically you would put it on, a little piece of plastic, you'd put it on, and then you put your mask over it, and it kind of stops your mask from being on your lips. It kind of creates a little bit of space, like so. And it is still pretty useless because I don't know why you would ever need more than one, even if you're going to get one. But I could see the use for one, actually. And I again, this is off 30 seconds of research, but it seems like this would be for women who wear, or anyone who wears makeup, is that it would kind of create a gap between your face and the mask. So your mask doesn't rub your makeup off, your makeup doesn't get messed up, your mask doesn't get dirty. Maybe it's a little bit more comfortable too, I suppose. And if you have friction with your mask. So I can see the use for this product after Googling it, but still you receive thousands of them. You really just need one. And even then you probably don't need any. So yeah, it would be cool if she got something valuable or something cool. But I also think it's weird that Amazon was like, no, we're not taking this back. She's like, just take it off my door. I don't really want these things. They're like, no, we won't even take it from you and throw it in the garbage. You're going to hold on to it. So I feel like that was an interesting thing because usually Amazon customer service is A1. But
you know why it was, right? Amazon does this when it's not worth the delivery for them or the shipping for them. So if it's they figure out, is it worth paying all the money for it to ship back? or at this point, should we just cut our losses and let it go? I have to believe that the cost per unit on this was so low, to them, it wasn't worth it.
Yeah, I see what you mean, but like I feel like Amazon usually takes those costs for like customer service. So maybe they would have just told her the first time and been like, "Hey, just keep it." But like after she like called, like spoke to a couple people, I feel like it would have been like, "All right, fine, like we'll come and take it next time we're at your house," type of thing. Like just whatever happens, just take it and throw it out if you really don't want them. But I feel like I'm a little surprised by the Amazon customer service here.
Jeff Bezos probably had beef with this woman. He's probably like, let me see how I can fuck with her. I'm going to get her really excited by keep delivering free packages to her house, but I'm going to make it like the thing that we value the least in our warehouse. Just keep sending this lady all the shit we don't want. Just let her have it and let her deal with it. I mean, you'd think, let me just throw it away, but I guess you have 100 boxes. What are you going to do with 100 of them? Because, I mean, no one has a dumpster in their backyard pretty much to throw them away into. So, well, I want to ask, you have to keep in mind for this next question, there's certain things that Amazon would deliver and just be like, you know what, just keep it because it's not worth it for them in a lot of cases. What is something that you could get 100 boxes of that would slide under the radar and Amazon wouldn't care that you would actually want to be delivered to your house? So like, what is something you'd want to get away with? I'm trying to think, what could you kind of walk the line on that would be useful, but not useful enough where Amazon doesn't ask for it back?
I feel like non-perishable food would be like a decent thing where like if you got like a bunch of fruit snacks, like, yeah, you're not going to eat those all in like one day, but like the boxes probably aren't huge. You could have like a whole section in your pantry and now you just have basically unlimited fruit snacks for life. So
that's a good one.
I feel like those aren't super expensive usually. So maybe that would help with like the cost prohibitive aspect, but
that's a good one. That's a good one. Chris, what would you want?
I would say, I mean, definitely something in the order of food because I can't imagine anything else I would consume 100 of. I'm going to say brownies. I go with brownies.
Brownies?
Yeah.
It's perishable.
Okay.
They go stale. How many brownies you can eat? 100 boxes of brownies?
I like
They're all
the challenge.
Go bad.
Not if I eat them fast enough.
Chris, this isn't 100 brownies. This is 100 cases of brownies.
I failed to see the issue.
Oh my god! The issue is they're going to go bad. It tops.
Not like, if I
even the issue is that you're buying brownies from Amazon.
Yeah.
Why would you buy brownies from
You
Amazon?
asked me 100 of anything.
Chris is talking about like cosmic brownies, right? That's what you're talking about?
No comment. No comment. This is
it's cosmic brownies.
It's cosmic brownies. Okay. I'm not going to answer that question.
Cosmic brownies are really good.
No, Chris, not weed brownies. I mean like actual cosmic brownies.
Cosmic brownie? I don't know what you're talking about then.
You thought I was saying like you get edibles shipped to your No,
yes.
like you don't know what cosmic brownies are?
I mean, I wouldn't say no to that, but no, I don't.
Chris,
it's like
they didn't have those when you were growing up?
Like Little Debbie, like they're Little Debbie like brownies with little M&Ms on the top.
Never had that.
Yeah, those are the best.
Really?
Not once.
Chris, what
Wow.
What decade were you born? Like, I'm just shocked. Hold on.
I was born in 1999.
So. Troy, were those not like top of the pecking order? Like those and Gushers, I think those were like the top dessert items that you'd want to trade for at lunchtime.
I mean, they were good. They were good. Like, honestly, they were never my favorite item. Like, I actually liked like the Yodels more, or like a Devil Dog. But one
you like
kid
cream
at lunch,
pies too, Troy.
That's the first thing I thought of, and I was like, I can't say it. I can't say it because I know Jaco's going to say
We
something.
already broke the ice on the podcast, Troy. You can talk about cream pies all you want now.
Oh, God, please. Hold on, let me get this up because Chris, I can't believe you've never seen these before. Hold on, I'm pulling this up.
So Chris, you were thinking of getting like baked brownies.
Yes.
100. First of all, getting one box from Amazon is preposterous. Getting 100,
yeah, I've never had those.
They would go stale.
You've never even seen these?
Never.
They still sell them. Go to the grocery. You know what, Chris? Next week, Friday, you better have a cosmic brownie in front of you, and you're going to try it. Okay?
All right, I will.
You know what? We're all going to get a cosmic brownie in the next week. And we're all
if I can find them, because apparently I live in a cosmic brownie desert where these items are not sold.
All right. New segment. We're gonna be doing this moving forward. One person's trying something new that they've never tried in their life before, and next week we're kicking it off. Chris, you're trying a cosmic brownie, okay?
But can I suggest another item as well? Because there's
right.
this pepper that people have been talking about a lot. That it's like supposed to be one of the spiciest peppers.
Stop. We're not doing that. We're not doing
Wait, does
that.
it have to be food, Troy?
No,
I mean,
it doesn't.
pepper's food.
Doesn't
Okay,
need
because
to be
I want to
food.
try cream pies.
Okay.
Okay.
Time out for Jacob. He's
Okay.
off the
While we're
rails
on the
today.
subject, Troy,
He's off the rails. I've
What
never
would
had
you
to
get
kick him.
100 of?
Well, like I said, the point
Hey,
is,
it was the food. It was the food, man.
oh my god! You said does it have to be food, and then you said the.
I mean, that was an extraneous question.
Oh god! All right. Okay, so
But
it doesn't.
Chris, why brownies?
I like brownies.
Why?
Why do I need an explanation? I'll eat
But
them all
it's
until they go
100
bad.
boxes.
We'll go
All
back
right,
in
Chris.
3 days. I'll eat 33 boxes a day. I don't give a shit.
Oh my god, Chris! This isn't 33 brownies. This is like each box is gonna probably have like 200 brownies.
200? No, they wouldn't.
that's
That's
a
way
lot.
too many.
I mean,
That's too many. Come
each
on.
one of those little Debbie ones probably has like 30 in there.
Well, we also haven't
Yeah.
established the
And
size of the
did you see
box
the
in
picture?
question.
Well, didn't it have a picture attached to the article that I saw? It was a pretty big box.
I don't know. I mean, again, I have never seen these brownies in person, so I don't know.
So wait, Chris, when you said that, this is off the record, by the way. Okay, so no one can use this against you.
Well, we're live, so it can be used against me.
It's off the record though, so
Okay,
it doesn't count.
All right.
Were you originally thinking like you're buying your pop brownies on Amazon? I mean, is that how you usually do it?
You said 100 packages of something showing up, and
So weed for Chris. That's a good answer. That make your money.
If that's the kind of brownie we're talking about, you only have to eat one, and then the munchies take care of the rest.
So
That's
then
you basically get 100 brownies. So that's actually kind of
midnight breakfast
reasonable.
protocol.
I'm gonna say, I mean, it's got to be a food, right? You know what? You know what'd be really useful, and this I've never have to buy it again in my life, and I use a lot of it. I chew gum all the time. Like I chew gum all the time, so I feel like it won't go bad. Like I mean, I'm sitting next to me on my desk. I got gum, so I'm probably chewing like 4 pieces a day. So I think gum would be good for me.
All right, that top. What's the best flavor, Troy?
I'm a Trident
What's your
fan.
top couple? Yeah, I was gonna say Trident Layers. That strawberry
Oh
citrus
Yes.
one.
no!
Yes.
I
think-
don't
I'm
know.
with
I
Jacob
think
on this.
that's the. I think that's
No.
the best one. I also
Just
like
mint.
the Ice Cubes mint one. Those aren't bad. The Mentos mint gum.
I'm kind of sick of the mint ones. I
I
have them
don't-
at home.
I'm not like against fruit, but your primary gum can't be a fruit gum.
So you're telling me, is it not Trident Layers, or you just haven't tried it like normal Trident
Trident
gum?
vibes.
They call it Vibes.
It's so yeah. I don't. It's their brand. I don't. It's their new one.
What?
It's okay. It's okay. I mean, I was just saying my brand loyalty lies with Trident. I like Trident the most. But so whatever it may be, whatever it's the classic Trident pack, the regular, mint, Trident vibes, you probably like it, Jacob. It's mint, but there's like a little kick of like fruit in there, like a little kick of fruit. So it's pretty
I still
good.
feel like Trident Layers is the first draft pick here. I feel like that's the
Really?
top one. I remember when we were young, Troy. It was like 5 gum. That was the thing. Everybody had like 5 gum, and they came in those like they're the only ones that come in that like black package.
You wanna be taken back to like 2006 for a second?
Yeah, let's
This
go.
was like the gum. All right, hold on. Let me share this screen real quick. If I think of like iconic gum from my childhood, it's got to be this gum. It's got to be this gum. Dried gum.
Oh, yes.
Dried gum.
Dried.
I remember that.
Yep.
I feel like they had such a grip on the market, and I remember chewing this. It actually lasted a long time. Like the flavor did.
That's the key thing. I feel like the longevity matters than just the flavor overall, and that's why I think Trident Layers is the best, because it's for fruit gum. I'd say it's like the longest lasting.
Stride didn't go away. Like Stride's flavor never. I feel like that was the point of Stride. It was supposed to like not fade. Like the flavor was supposed
How
to
about
last.
those like Hubba Bubba ones, or like the classic like bubble gum that comes with like the Tootsie roll?
Here,
And that like It's the strongest flavor you've ever eaten for 5.5 seconds, and then it's the worst.
Double
Double
bubble.
bubble. That's it.
I'll do it right now. I'll do it right
30
now.
seconds, and then it's gone. It's unbearable.
Ready? We'll time it. All right?
All right.
Oh my God, it's really hard. I've had this in here for like a year.
Do some ASMR for us, Troy.
I'm leaning away from the mic. I feel bad. Hold on. Okay, we're
We
timing.
can still hear you. Oh, Chris, you're on mute, buddy.
I'll mute myself. He's not there.
I was going to say, I was going to see if this lasts longer than a Giannis free throw.
Can you give me play-by-play, Chris?
All right, so Troy is currently around the 18-second mark of chewing this gum, approaching 20, and he seems to be handling it quite well. Now he's holding up the packaging. Up to 25 seconds now.
He's taking some big bites out of this one,
Chris. Oh, he's really chewing that one, Jacob.
Here?
Really? Okay, now it's coming out of the mouth, and he's trying to get something going here.
I'm trying to do a bubble.
Bit of a false start.
Back in my day as a gum chewer, I remember having to go through those trials. Sometimes you open up a piece of gum, it's a little stale, but you just got to persevere, and he's really trying to hang in there right now.
Around 45 seconds trying to get the bubble going. Another false start.
I'm working. You gotta work a little bit. But when I used to play baseball, I'd put a piece in every inning, and I wouldn't get rid of the old one. So by the 6th inning, I had 6 pieces of this in my mouth. And the thing is, most of the time I was pitching too. So I had a lot of gum in my mouth. I don't know if it helped me or made me worse, but I never choked.
Blow a bubble, it just covers your whole face.
It's not showing right now, but in my days of chewing gum, especially when playing baseball, I got very good at bubble blowing to a point where I could blow a bubble inside of a bubble inside of a bubble. That's not impressive? That's not good?
Troy,
I think that's impressive.
Just speak volumes to the sport of baseball. While playing this sport, I had enough time to perfect my bubble blowing to a triple Inception level bubble.
Half the game you're sitting on the bench. Half the time you're sitting on the bench. So
but you must not have been participating in those chants, Troy.
Leave the chants at home. The thing that drives me nuts about baseball at that level is the chants. Oh my God. You were the guy, Jacob, you were the guy. You were probably like, good eye. Ooh, watch that ball go by. Say what? Say what? Is that what you were doing?
I mean, you need something to keep you occupied. I can't just have a hunk of gum in my mouth.
So your go-to is to sing chants of the other team?
Yeah.
I hated kids like you.
Fun.
I hated kids like you. That made my blood
step
boil.
This back here. We're talking about middle school. We're not high school. We're not actually playing.
I mean, it's annoying at any level.
But I think chants are an important part of the game, and I still like the 2-out rally one and the rally caps.
Let's hear it.
That was a good time. 2-out rally. It is up the alley.
All right. Anytime I heard that, I automatically rooted for whoever was at the plate to strike out. I don't care if they were on my side or whatever the case may be. I mean, I never played, but if I'm watching my friends play, that would just drive me nuts. I'm sorry, Jacob, you lost me.
You to have fun out there, Chris. I just need something to keep me entertained while I'm on the
that's
side.
fair. That's fair. Well, I mean, that's an indictment of baseball for not being more entertaining.
The classic was. What was it? It was extra, read all about it. Jacob's going to hit it, no doubt about it. See, Chris, I didn't like these, but I was exposed to them. Did you were soccer. Soccer doesn't have any of these chants, right?
No, soccer, you keep your mouth shut when you're on the bench.
You just cry when someone hits you, right?
The fans have chants.
You just prided myself on my physicality, Troy.
No, I'm saying not you specifically. I'm talking about soccer players. You just have to cry when someone
No. We Americans are built different when it comes to soccer. We're tougher.
When it comes to soccer, with chants, it's the fans always have chants.
Yes.
And the fans will do chants nonstop during the game, depending on your team or your arena. So
I've got the Red Bull game on my smartphone right now. They've been banging the drums for the last we're now in the 87th minute, so they've been going the whole time. But that's different. They're singing songs
soccer.
Or creative. But that's more original, whereas I don't want to hear 2-out rally over and over again. That's the kind of thing that drives me nuts. I'm sorry.
Do you guys want to go to a Red Bulls Columbus Crew game?
Hells yeah.
Yes.
Make the trip out there. Jacob, can we meet you in Columbus, Ohio?
Yeah, you can meet me in Columbus, Ohio.
Their new
All right,
stadium is
oh,
supposed to
yeah.
be gorgeous.
I want to meet Bobby out there too, because
Yeah.
I think it's pretty close to his house too. And I know I remember the year Columbus Crew was supposed to leave Columbus. I guess everyone from that area, that general vicinity, had to like take up, pride in being the Columbus Crew hometown. So I guess they have some stake in that. But although, can you really travel to go to another team's and like root for the other team? I feel like that's a no-no.
No, that's
No,
fine.
it's not that. This is America, Troy.
What they do is,
It's not
Troy,
America.
if the way it works in soccer is, I mean, you can sit anywhere you want, but they have sections like cordoned off for like Red Bulls fans visiting Columbus no, I'm serious.
Okay.
So like it's
you're not gonna catch.
How did we
catch
get here?
fans like
How
that
are
guy
you doing
at the
this to
Suns
me?
game.
you're the one that brought
I
up
just realized
soccer.
what's going on. What are you
You
doing,
said,
man?
let's go to a Columbus Crew game.
Oh,
I've never heard anyone say that in my entire life.
I'm talking about baseball, and somehow we start talking about soccer. Get out of here! What are you
Red
doing?
Bulls are
You're
beating
poisoning
Nashville
me.
2-0. Their finishing has been
Oh,
clinical in the final
God.
third.
Troy, we're gonna go to a game. Chris is gonna wear his Red Bulls jersey and get absolutely punched out like that guy
Whoa.
at the NBA game, at the Suns game.
You know
Just
what?
absolutely clobbered.
I object to that.
Bulls in 4. You know what's gonna happen? You know what? It'd be funny. Me and you. We
That's
could
the
talk.
wrong team.
What would happen to Chris is me and you could like talk shit to the other team, and then for some reason Chris would be the one that gets punched. That's probably how it'd go.
I don't like that I'm being presumed as this weak person. Like it bothers me.
It doesn't make you weak to get punched. It just means you're the unlucky person that's going to get
but you're suggesting I can't defend myself, and I don't like that.
I didn't say you weren't going to punch back. I just said you were going to get punched.
Okay, because I'll punch back. I'm not.
I said you would get. I said you would
fear
get
no
knocked
man.
out, Chris. That was me.
But seriously, how do we start talking about soccer? I swear to God,
I don't know. It
You
just
guys
sort
are
of
ridiculous.
happened.
I didn't even want to talk about soccer.
We were talking about gum. We got to baseball. We were roasting baseball, so you had to go and roast soccer a little bit too. But,
you know what?
So Troy's answer for Amazon, he'll take the gum, 100 packs. I almost feel like that's too many because when you get gum on Amazon, you're not just going to get 1 pack of gum. You're going to get 20 packs maybe in a thing. Plus, it's going to be a whole 20 packs of gum in like a carton. You wouldn't just get 1 pack of gum from Amazon.
I mean, I feel like
and
it's the
now
same
you're gonna
thing.
have like 200 packs of gum.
You're gonna have
and I feel like I don't know. I feel like you can't chew that much gum.
Lifetime. It's a lifetime supply of gum. You'll never have to buy gum again.
I don't know.
Like I feel
I'm
like that's
not that big into gum. I feel like I've faded out of gum. Like high school was the thing. Like everybody always have like gum on them. But like
it's not like a status thing. I just enjoy chewing gum. It's like it keeps me busy.
I'm kind of out on gum. I think maybe I'll have like a piece a day max.
Oh, that's
and I like it at work because like I'll have lunch and then you're kind of like your mouth's feeling dirty. You need like a piece of gum.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's about it.
I have it in my car. I get in my car. I usually chew gum while I'm driving too. Helps you focus.
That's true. Keeps you awake if you're tired.
Yeah. I chew gum a lot. I feel like people are surprised. There's some people who just don't chew gum, which I think is just weird. I think it's really weird. And I mean, there's really no reason to chew gum. Like, it doesn't provide any nutritional value to you. A lot of the time, there's a lot of gum where it doesn't even help with your breath. I mean,
yeah, I feel like the whole thing, like the only positive spin, I think people say like it helps like clean your teeth.
Though most of the time it doesn't.
If you're having like sugary gum, I can't imagine it's that like much better, but I don't know. Not a dentist.
Forget if it's bubble gum, it's not helping your teeth. Most of the fruit gums not helping your teeth. I'm pretty sure Trident is, I think, sugar-free. I think it's a low enough amount of sugar that it's technically sugar-free. And I think it's supposedly the preferred gum by dentists. It's either that or Orbit. It's one of the two. I don't know. They lie about that stuff anyway, so I can't even 100% say.
Well, I mean, there used to be commercials back when I was a child. There used to be commercials of the cigarettes where they would have someone in a white coat say, 85% of doctors say you should smoke 1 pack of Camel a day. So, yeah, I just don't put a lot of stock into those kinds of things. So.
How many years were you smoking full packs a day before you found out, and how angry were you?
Well, you see, I was a very impressionable child. So this was like late 1950s. I was maybe 15, pick up a pack and now I'm stuck on it well into my 30s. So,
And then Jewel came out, and you were really screwed.
oh yeah, well the Jewel is my weakness. You should know that by now, Troy.
It's a good thing you're into edible brownies now. So
The American Cancer Society suggests you smoke a pack of Marlboro Reds every day.
I'm glad Austin's not here tonight. Seriously, he's not be having a good time here.
So basically, the moral of my story is Amazon sucks for sending this woman a bunch of random products that she didn't need, and
you would get brownies.
Yeah. On an unrelated note, Jeff Bezos is about to launch himself into space, and there's a growing petition of people that don't want him to come back. So I don't know. Make of that what you will. I'm not saying I agree with it. I'm just saying it's out there.
I was hearing about it a little bit. I feel like it's a pretty quick trip. Like,
where is he going exactly?
Just in orbit, I think.
Oh, that's nothing.
In
I can do that in my sleep.
And then coming down. I think somebody was talking about it, like, because he like had a seat on there that somebody could buy, and somebody paid like, I feel like it was like $20 million or something like that. $20 million to Troy. You got to fact check me there. Somebody paid a lot of money. It was like a charity auction. They paid a lot of money to go up into space with Jeff Bezos, which is kind of crazy. But they were saying like, oh, you have like 3 minutes of like no gravity time where like you're in space and you can experience not having any gravity. Then I suppose you just come right back. I mean, I feel like that's a lot of work for kind of like 3 minutes. I feel like you kind of hang up there for at least like an hour or two if you're going to do all this work to get to space. And you're just going to hang up there for 2 minutes.
The petition for him to not come back has 25,000 signatures. That's just mean. It's just I can't imagine being a person on Earth where you have 25,000 people saying don't come back. Also $28 million.
Yeah, that's a pretty nice chunk of change.
28 million. Actually, the total bid comes to 29.7. The sale was made in Massachusetts. The flight lasts 10 to 12 minutes, about 250,000 feet shortly after liftoff. You couldn't see. I feel like you couldn't pay me that much money to do that. Like you personally could not pay me $30 million to do that trip. I wouldn't do it. I think it's terrifying getting shot in a rocket. That looks like the most scary experience ever. This is coming from the guy who's too much of a wimp to go on King Ka, let alone a stinking rocket. I'm not doing that. There's no way. You're not paying me $30 million.
I can't believe you didn't go on King Ka, Troy.
Dude, the test dummies got their heads decapitated. I'm not going on that thing. Are you kidding me?
I'm sure they fixed the issue.
Oh, I'm sure. Six Flags. I feel like isn't that such a great place for like safety? It just screams safe environment to me. There's no way.
Their water park is a joke.
What's that?
Their water park is a joke. I've been there.
Their amusement park's not great either. I'm not gonna lie.
I believe you.
You go on the Green Lantern ride and it feels like your shoulders are gonna get sent through the shoulder rest. Jay, you're muted by the way. But the park does not scream safety, so I don't trust it.
Okay, that's fair.
You go to Disney, you go to Universal, and it's like, oh, this is like a great park. And this is the problem. The last time I was at Six Flags, I was also at Universal like a week ahead before or 2 weeks before. And then we came back and we went to Six Flags, and I was like, the TikTok, oh, we in the ghetto, like that. You know that TikTok? Neither of you guys are on TikTok. End of the story. Six Flags doesn't feel safe. I'm not letting them shoot me that fast up a straight shot. Moral of the story, you're not paying me $30 million to get shot in a rocket with Jeff Bezos. That's not the way I want to die for 10 to 12 minutes with Jeff Bezos next to me. So there's no way I'm doing that.
No, you're not getting paid. You're paying that much.
I know.
To go up there.
I'm saying you couldn't even pay me to do it, let alone me pay $30 million to do it.
I don't know. I feel like it'd be kind of cool. I kind of want to feel what zero gravity feels like.
There's other ways to do that, though. Like, there's other ways to do that.
I suppose, but like what? Just like get in like a jet and go really, really fast and like get to like crazy G-force type of thing.
I mean, you could also just kind of like skydive, and then you have that free falling feeling.
So you would skydive over like?
No, I wouldn't skydive either.
No, but like
I'm
if you had to do one of them,
I couldn't do either.
you either have to take a rocket ship ride or you have to go skydiving.
I vote with the rocket.
Wow, really?
Rocket's definitely safer than skydiving.
I don't know about that.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Know. I
There's
feel like
no
you have
way.
like a false sense of security. At least like you're kind of
Humans-
closed in.
Human
When you're in
space
a
flight
rocket?
has had no. The last time there was a like a serious accident with human space flight was 2003.
Oh, that was like barely any time. No, I'm not. There's no way I'm doing that. It's not like they do it that often. So wow, it's not like they're like, oh, we send
Pretty
like
good track record.
it's like we send like 50,000 people up a day. No, like not that many people go up.
They do a lot of skydiving, so they definitely have a lot of experience with that.
I'm going to do some research. I'm going to get those numbers for you, Troy.
What? Yeah, give me what's safer per person, skydiving or space travel for humans?
I feel like it's both very small percentage chance that anything would happen, but kind of crazy that some guys just like, yeah, I want to go to space, and like he is actually going to just go. No, like he's not an astronaut. He's not like any like special training. He's like, yeah, just like I kind of want to go.
There's cheaper ways to do it though. It's just because it's with Jeff Bezos. Like I'm pretty sure there's private companies where you can like go into the upper atmosphere.
I don't
think
know
there
if
is.
anyone's selling it yet. I know there's a bunch of companies that are like in that industry saying like we're going to like get to like commercial space flight, and they're like starting to like put out promotion and take in like investors, but I don't know if there's anyone who can do commercial space flight consistently yet. You think, Troy?
I feel like I saw a story about it. Maybe they didn't start doing it yet, but I think there's like a list you can get on.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. They're like getting attention and investors, but I don't think it's like
But I remember
thing yet.
I think I
'Cause
remember
I
seeing
feel
the
like
price was like $1 million, not 30 million. So I feel like it's worth waiting a year or two.
So you think also like you're paying for like time with Jeff Bezos,
Yeah.
possibly. Like people like there was always this thing like how much would you pay to like to have lunch with like Warren Buffett?
Yeah.
So like this is like a double whammy. You're getting to go to space, and you kind of get to like you get like Jeff Bezos like undivided attention for like at least a portion of that day.
Do I really want to spend that kind of time with Jeff? I wouldn't want to be alone in a room with Jeff Bezos. Dude creeps me out.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, are there gonna be other people on this rocket? There has to be, right?
I think it's like him, Jeff Bezos's brother, this other person who paid the 28 million, which I don't think they've disclosed that person's name yet. And I think maybe one or two other like flight crew, I guess.
Yeah, there has to be like an astronaut, right? Like an experienced astronaut.
Well, I don't know if like it's not like I don't know. Well, maybe Chris can answer this. I don't know. I don't think they're gonna fly it like a plane. I feel like it's like something that
No, I
that
know, but like
technology flies. So like, what could an astronaut like?
just knowing how
do?
to service the rocket while you're up there if something were to happen, like to take control.
That's
Yeah,
the thing.
I'm
It's
kind
like if you're up there and you have a problem that needs servicing, like you're pretty much screwed, anyways, aren't you?
But you have to
there's-
plan like an
there's-
entire mission just to do it. So okay,
I think there's
so
something you can do. I think there's stuff that the astronauts can do. I think. Like Jeff ain't doing
Yeah.
anything. He's the astronaut.
Well, the astronauts have like tools and stuff up there, and they usually like if they go on a spacewalk, it's either A because they're doing some sort of experiment in space, or B they have to fix something. So, because usually what'll happen is it like take a space shuttle mission, for instance. There's usually about 7 or 8 people on a space shuttle mission, even though they don't fly those anymore. There'd be like 1 or 2 pilots because the space shuttle lands like a plane. So, you know. They don't have like scientists, technicians, all these other people who are basically carrying out the different functions. So everyone sort of plays a role. So that's usually how it works. Now, this is passenger space flight, so I have no idea how that's going to go. But I mean, if you can survive a bad flight with United Airlines, I feel like you can handle whatever Jeff Bezos throws at you in space. So.
I just want to say we're on episode 33. I think if you go back and check every episode, Chris mentions both soccer and airplanes at least once in every episode. Guaranteed. Guaranteed.
Well, this isn't an airplane; it's a space plane.
But you
Big
said
difference.
lands like an airplane in it.
Well,
I kind of queued him up, so maybe you can put some of the blame on me there.
I think it's just funny. Every episode, guarantee. It's like a drinking game. You take a shot every time.
For the
guys,
folks keeping track at home.
I want to – we only have a few minutes left here. I want to get to this final story. I don't know if you guys saw this over the last 24 hours, but I think it's one of the funniest stories of the week. HBO Max subscribers were confused and amused by a mysterious email that came into their inbox. It looks like an intern had the password to the email or had a task to do that day, and they accidentally sent an email to everybody subscribed to HBO Max. But it was kind of like, I'll explain this from my perspective doing sales right now. You have these templates you're sending out to a bunch of people, but there's stuff you need to fill in. And if you don't fill it in, the person's going to know so obviously they weren't supposed to receive it like that. It's going to be insert name, insert company name. So pretty much what happened is this person not only did that for one person, but they sent it to literally every subscriber of HBO Max in the system. So they sent a email that all it said was integration test email number 1. And they accidentally sent that to everybody in their system. So instantly people were on Twitter and yo, what is this new HBO Max show coming out? Integration test email number 1. And the internet was blowing up because they knew some intern messed up. Now my counter to that is I think this is the most, I know this wasn't on purpose, but if it was, this is the most brilliant marketing campaign ever because one, they went viral with an email. That's all they had to do was one email. It was 4 words, 4 total words in this email. It wasn't harmful to anybody. It's hard to go viral when you don't say anything derogatory or offensive. To go viral without doing something like that, and just because it's something funny, that's really hard to do, especially over an email, and no one's publicly being embarrassed. So this is mysterious. I think this is brilliant. If this was a mistake and an intern was going to get in trouble for this, they should be praised because HBO Max is going viral on Twitter right now for an email. It's brilliant. I don't know if did you guys even see this or no?
No, I saw it. I just, I kind of feel bad. I mean, I can't imagine having an internship where one wrong mistake could immediately be sent to all over the country or all over the world. I just can't imagine working in that kind of an environment. So definitely feel for that intern and, glad that they were.
Did you do something like that we made fun of you for? I don't.
Oh, no, I was talking about how both my internships are on radio shows. So if I do make a mistake,
Gotcha.
if I do make a mistake, people will know. But, I was just joking around about that. But seriously, though, I do find this kind of it's funny that this happened, but it's also kind of nice that people at HBO weren't a dick about it. And they seem to be trying to help cover for the intern and make them feel better about it, which is kind of what I would want out of an employer. So good on them for doing that.
I don't even know
if it was an intern.
I love your explanation, Troy. If it was an intern, they're just they sent it out. Everybody gets it immediately. That HBO CEO is all right, you're fired. Get the heck out of my site. And then later that day, they're okay, actually, this was the best PR move that we've done for this month. So you're going to get a job offer from this, even though you accidentally sent out this weird random email. And I said, or you said, Troy, it was good that it wasn't harmful or even suspicious. Cause sometimes, these tech companies really get a lot of data and they're going to do a lot of different testing and tracking of what you do. And it could have been something integration tests. If people took it and ran with it and were all right, are you integrating to HBO's desired persona or something like that? People could have taken and ran with it in kind of a bad direction, but it seems like the internet had fun with it. It seems like it was some decent publicity for HBO. And it seems hopefully whoever it was, hopefully they got fired maybe, but then also rehired for the publicity.
I don't think they would fire someone over that. I
They
don't.
might. They might.
That would not be. That would not be that would be an overreaction. I think.
They sent this out to like literally millions of people. Like
Okay, it
millions.
also has like
Also,
4
like-
words on it. It didn't like have a virus or anything that could like crash their computers.
How do
Yeah,
they have
that's
like
true.
no controls over this? Like someone could hit one button and it just goes to everyone. Like they don't have like, some like checks where like, all right, the PR person has to like sign off or like hit a special button, and once they try to go send this, like, nope, you could just, misclick and send an email to literally all of your subscribers.
Dude, like, what do you think we don't even know if it's an intern. It could be like an actual employee that did this. But everyone just always likes to pretend like some intern messed up big. But what do you think that person's immediate reaction was? Like they hit send and they're like, they immediately race to the bottom left screen to see if they can undo. That time's out. They can't hit it. And they're just like, holy shit. Oh my God. Literally millions of people just got an accidental, like I just butt dialed millions of people pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, I get like that feeling. I'll like write an email and then I'll see a typo. And that's going to like one person, maybe like a professor or someone who's like probably not going to care, not really going to have an impact. Maybe they'll be like, oh, whoops, they had a typo. And I'm like, damn it. I can't believe I just sent an email with a typo. But this is like for your job to like your whole subscriber base. That's definitely showing up on your performance report.
Also, keep in mind, HBO, like a couple of weeks ago, they just put out like a big promo, like kind of showing the first footage of their new Game of Thrones and like Gossip Girl and some other new shows they're putting out. This pales in comparison compared to the size of the amount of buzz I saw on Twitter. Way more people were talking about a 4-worded email that got sent out by accident than they were about the millions of dollars of budgeting and funding and prepping and preparing of that crafted message of brand new shows coming out. That just shows you that people love the unexpected and they think comedy, when something isn't meant to be funny, is the most hilarious thing ever. So I don't know if you're like a marketing manager or a PR specialist, keep this in mind maybe, because maybe you can start like faking mistakes in a really low volume type of way that people don't catch on that it's not a mistake. I don't know. I think it's really funny though.
It's definitely hard to force that type of stuff, but yeah, it is. I do see where you're coming from, Troy. I think that is all the rage on the internet these days, like things that aren't supposed to be funny and then they just turn out being funny. And we talked about the same thing with like cryptocurrencies and like real things and like meme stocks where it's like, everybody knows this isn't funny, but because we all agree that this is funny, what we're doing right now, it's then funny and people want to catch on. People are talking about it. I'm sure HBO subscribers are up today because some people wanted to sign up to see if they would get this email. So, I mean, I feel like to a certain extent, like going viral on the internet, you have to do something like weird or just like unexpected, but also just the things that aren't trying to go viral. I feel like they have a higher tendency to go viral than some of the things that are actually trying to.
Listen, my brain just like immediately went to like, how can they use this going forward? What can they do? And I'm like, my first thought is like, you know what? Like, what if Facebook just accidentally sent out an email where they like mentioned like, Janet, can you please stop eating my lunch in the workroom, like in the workroom fridge? Like the internet would just explode. Twitter would be like, who the hell is Janet and why does she keep eating this person's lunch? Like, I just think there's so much opportunity here to pretend like you're not marketing. Like, that's the brilliance of like good marketing, is to not be seen as actual marketing. And I know this wasn't that. Like HBO, this was clearly a mess up. And it wasn't even a mess up because nothing harmful happened and no harm, no foul. But like, there should be a lesson learned from this. Like, there is real opportunity that requires very little planning in the most case. Well, in most cases, it's no planning because they didn't plan to do it. 2, there's no budget. It costs nothing. You have a huge audience that's already subscribed to your email because they're signed up, so they have to be subscribed. And I just think it's brilliant. And I think that's something like, imagine if Facebook did that. I think that'd be hilarious. I really do. And I think you might see someone do that based off this lesson we just saw.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it just goes to show that all publicity is good publicity. And I feel like that's a good example of this because it wasn't like something good that happened, but it kind of worked out for the best because now everyone's talking about HBO. So
Also, if you didn't receive the email, like myself, it means you're a moocher and someone else is paying for your account, and that's why you didn't see it coming in. Like I saw a bunch of people go on Twitter and be like, "Why didn't I get this email?" And people just replied because you're you're a lazy ass. You don't pay for your own account, and you're probably mooching off someone else's account. Get your own damn HBO account, and you can be in on the joke as well. So people were kind of taken to war. People were calling out the freeloaders in the comment section. They were atting them in the comment section saying, "I bet you didn't get this because you're on our HBO." So it's a cold world out there.
Share with your friends. It's nice.
I feel like, yeah, first I'll share with your friends. There is a lot of news that some of these places are going to start making it tougher to share, but you know what?
I haven't seen that stuff too, but
For the time being, we'll all just sit back, relax, enjoy HBO Max making. Wow, that rhymed. Did you hear that? Sit back,
Right,
relax, and enjoy HBO Max making mistakes. What a perfect
HBO,
finale. I mean,
sponsor us.
I wish I just went with it. I do. I wish I went with it, but in the books, 33. Can we just talk? Keep it locked. More content coming out this week.